The night air was thick with fragrance. Myrrh, honey, and the sweetness of love filled the garden. A voice echoed with joy and certainty. I have come into my garden, my sister, my bride. The celebration of love had begun. The beloved had gathered the spices of devotion. He tasted the sweetness of love like honey from the comb. He drank deeply from the cup of joy, and the world was invited to witness it. Eat, O friends, drink abundantly of love. But even in the midst of celebration, a silent storm was beginning to rise, because sometimes love is tested not in the light of day, but in the silence of the night. Later that night, the young woman lay resting inside her chamber. Her body slept, but her heart remained awake. Then suddenly a sound, a gentle knock against the door. Her breath caught in her chest, and then she heard the voice she loved more than life itself. My love, my dove, my spotless one, open to me. Outside, the night dew had soaked his hair. The cold darkness surrounded him. I am wet with the night dew, he whispered. My hair is covered with it. He was standing at her door, waiting. Inside the room, she stirred. Her heart longed to rise, longed to run to the door. But exhaustion whispered hesitation. I have taken off my garment. How can I put it on again? I have washed my feet. How can I walk through the dust again? It was only a moment, a small delay, a simple hesitation. But sometimes a single moment changes everything. Suddenly, through the opening of the door, his hand reached inside. Her heart ignited with longing. She rushed toward the door, her hands trembling as she touched the handle. It was wet with sweet-smelling myrrh, a silent message he had left behind. She opened the door, but the street was empty. The wind whispered through the night. The one she loved had disappeared into the darkness, and now the search was about to begin. Desperate, heartbroken, and burning with love, she would search the entire city to find him. But the night held dangers she could not imagine, and before this night was over, she would be wounded, humiliated, and forced to prove just how powerful her love truly was. This is the story of Song of Solomon, chapter 5. The night air was rich with fragrance. The scent of myrrh, spices, and honey drifted gently through the quiet garden. The beloved had come. His voice carried warmth and joy as he spoke of the love he had discovered. I have come into my garden, my sister, my bride. He gathered the sweet perfumes of affection. He tasted the sweetness of love like honey dripping from the comb. He drank deeply of the joy that filled his heart. The garden of love had opened, and the fragrance of devotion filled the night. To the watching world, it was a moment of celebration, a moment where love stood strong and unshaken. Eat, O friends, drink abundantly of love. But even as those words echoed in the still air, something mysterious began to unfold, because love, even the deepest love, is sometimes tested in the silence of the night. The young woman lay resting inside her chamber. The long day in the vineyards had left her weary. Her body slept, but her heart remained awake. Then suddenly a sound broke the silence. A soft knock against the wooden door. Her breath caught in her chest. Then she heard the voice she knew better than any other. My love, my dove, my spotless one, open to me. Outside, the night was cold. The heavy dew had soaked his hair. I am wet with the night dew, he said softly. My hair is covered with it. It was him, the one her soul loved, standing just beyond the door, waiting. Inside the room, she stirred. Her heart longed to open the door. Yet exhaustion whispered another thought. I have already taken off my garment. How can I put it on again? She looked down at her feet. I have washed them. How can I walk through the dust again? It was only a moment of hesitation, a moment that seemed small, but sometimes the smallest delays can change everything. Outside the door, he waited, hoping, listening, but the night was growing colder, and time was slipping away. Then suddenly, through the small opening of the door, his hand reached inside, a silent gesture, a gentle attempt to reach her heart. At that moment, something changed within her. Her heart began to tremble. Love awakened like a flame within her chest. She could not remain still any longer. She rose quickly, her hands trembling with anticipation. She hurried toward the door, ready to welcome the one her soul loved. At last, she reached the door. Her fingers touched the handle. It was covered with liquid myrrh. The sweet fragrance filled the air, a silent message he had left behind. Her hands trembled as she opened the door. Slowly, carefully, the wooden door creaked open. She looked out into the night, but the street was empty. The wind whispered through the silent city. Her beloved was gone. In that moment, her heart sank. The one she loved had turned away into the darkness, and suddenly the night felt colder than before. Panic filled her chest. She stepped into the street. Then she began to run, through the narrow roads of the city, through the shadowed marketplaces, calling his name into the darkness. My beloved, my beloved. But the night gave no answer. Every corner she turned, every street she searched, only silence waited for her there. Still, she would not stop searching, because when their heart truly loves, it refuses to give up. But she was not alone in the night. The watchmen of the city saw her wandering. Their torches burned brightly in the darkness. Suspicion filled their eyes. Who is this woman running through the streets at night? They surrounded her. Their voices were harsh. Their hands were rough. They struck her. They wounded her. And the keepers of the walls took away her veil. Yet even in her pain, her heart was fixed on one thing, finding the one her soul loved. Bruised, exhausted, and heartbroken, she turned to the daughters of Jerusalem, her voice trembling with emotion. If you find my beloved, tell him this. I am sick with love. The women looked at her with curiosity. They asked her a question that pierced the night. What makes your beloved greater than another? What is so special about the one you seek? And with tears in her eyes, she began to describe him. She lifted her head. Her voice became steady. My beloved is radiant, ruddy in appearance, distinguished among 10,000. His head was like the finest gold, his hair dark and flowing like the wings of a raven. His eyes were gentle like doves beside flowing streams. Every word she spoke painted a picture of the man she loved, a man who stood above all others, a man whose presence filled her heart with wonder. His cheeks carried the fragrance of spices. His lips were sweet like lily, dripping with myrrh. His hands were like rods of gold set with precious stones. His body strong like carved ivory, overlaid with sapphire. His legs stood firm like pillars of marble, and his presence majestic as the cedars of Lebanon. Then she whispered the final truth of her heart. Yes, he is altogether lovely. This is my beloved, and this is my friend